vaginal discharge pH is on the acidic side, now varying from 3.5 and 7. Some school of thought say 3.8 to 4.5. This vaginal discharge can increase during pregnancy or ovulation due to the increase in the secretion of cervical mucus. Someone still think that if your vaginal discharge can bleach your pants, you have an infection or some sort of infection. Now this 21st century. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, hi, I'm DINMA. So glad you found me. I suggest you take a chance, stick around, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for always tuning in. So in this video we'll be talking about, is a sensitive topic? No, I don't think it is, but we'll be talking about bleach underwears, bleach panties, the causes, and if this makes you a dirty person. We'll also be talking about things to do to prevent your underwears from being bleached or reduce the rate at which your vaginal discharge bleached your underwear. Okay, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching. I was actually motivated to film this video because of a post I saw on Facebook. I was just going through my Facebook timeline and then I saw a post. What actually attracted me to the post was I was seeing about 4 or 5 pictures of pants or underwear being bleached in the crotch region. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I was reading the post. I found out that this particular guy, he wasn't my friend on Facebook. I think someone posted or tagged him or he shared the post, I don't know, and I don't care. So he was saying that he started dating this girl and this is the first time he's going to the girl's house. Everything was all clean and nice, and then he was just, looking around. When he opened one of the girl's drawer and found out that this is where the girl keeps her underwear. I don't even know what he's doing in a woman's drawer, but that's by the way. So he now found out that every single underwear the girl has or pants the girl has was bleached in the crotch region. So what this guy did was he brought out the pants, laid them down on the bed and started taking pictures. The post was just saying something along the line of that the girl is a neat person outwardly, but he thinks this girl has some kind of vaginal infection that is making her pants to be bleached. And he was just trying to say, no, I'm done, I can't do this. Guys, beware, before you have something with a woman or before you want to date somebody, just make sure this person doesn't have some sort of infection. I mean, look at how can somebody's pants crotch region be bleached like this. So he was just talking plenty talks about how he's going to break up with the girl and all that, but I was like, this is 21st century and someone still think that if your vaginal discharge can bleach your pants, you have an infection or some sort of infection. Now this 21st century. Well, I'm like, okay, let me go into the comment section and see what is happening. I was like, I'm sure girls must be lashing at this guy right now. So when I entered the comment section, there was still a lot of girls trying to educate him and all that, but there was this particular comment. What this person was doing was he was trying to sell, he was advertising some products that is going to help you prevent your vaginal discharge from bleaching your pants. He was trying to say that he was supporting what the guy said, that it was a type of infection, that the girl had some sort of infection. So he's trying to market this product. He even dropped a WhatsApp number. He was trying to market this ugly looking product. Some of them were liquid, some of them were like some sort of rubbish that you can insert in your vagina, and he claimed that they will clean your vagina and also prevent your vaginal discharge from bleaching your pants. And people were in this comment saying, okay, how can I order? He was like, there were a lot of gullible women that actually believe that if your vaginal discharge is able to bleach your pants, that means you have some sort of infection, and you are going to buy some sort of rubbish from someone to clean yourself. Hi. Well, let's just get into the video, okay? I'll start by saying that there is nothing wrong with your vaginal discharge being able to bleach your panties. In fact, it is completely normal and healthy if your vaginal discharge can bleach your panties. The normal everyday discharge is a combination of bacteria, vaginal skin cells, mucus and fluids from the cervix and also from the vagina. So this vaginal discharge can increase during pregnancy or ovulation due to the increase in the secretion of cervical mucus. It is totally normal for you to have vaginal discharge that ranges from white to clear, I mean in terms of color. Okay, doesn't have any strong smell to it, doesn't present symptoms like itching, redness, swelling, irritation. Okay, it is totally normal. Don't let anybody make you think that you have some sort of infection or all that. All right, now let's talk about why your vaginal discharge is able to bleach your underwear. Okay, now the vaginal discharge pH is on the acidic side. Now we're talking chemistry, of course, so vary from 3.5 and 7. Some school of thought say 3.8 to 4.5. Now this pH level can fluctuate due to hormones, pregnancy, use of antibiotics, sex life, also feminine hygiene products. Like there are a lot of factors that can make the pH level of your vaginal discharge fluctuate or be off limits. Okay, so now that we've known that the pH level of the vaginal discharge is acidic, this acidic vaginal discharge can interact with dye in the fabric of your underwear, making it bleach your underwear. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with you. You do not have some sort of infection if your vaginal discharge can bleach your underwear. This fabric bleaching occurs when the vaginal discharge on your panties is exposed to air, causing oxidation. That's another chemistry word here. This exposure to air causes the oxidation of the vaginal discharge on your panties. So it is actually the oxidation that causes the bleaching on your panties. If you are someone who wears light colored pants, you probably will not notice this bleaching effect of your vaginal discharge. But if you are someone who loves to wear white pants, white underwear, you probably notice yellowish stain on the crotch region of your pants. Then if you are someone who loves wearing black or like really dark colored underwears, I'm sorry, this is going to be your nightmare. Okay, you will see, like, that's when you even see the bleaching effect properly. You know, it's just as if someone has poured bleach, but specifically on the crotch region of your underwear. I want to quickly add that the fact that your vaginal discharge does not bleach your pants doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. Okay, the fact that your vaginal discharge doesn't bleach your underwear doesn't mean that your pH level is off or is not acidic enough or there is something wrong with you. No, it could be normal either ways. Moving on, it is very uncommon for your vaginal discharge to be too acidic to harm you, but the case is usually when the pH of the vaginal discharge is not acidic enough. So if somebody is coming to you to sell some sort of products that will reduce the acidic nature of your vaginal discharge, or to make your vaginal discharge not to be able to bleach your pants, that means someone is selling something that is going to disrupt the normal vaginal flora. At this point, I'm going to introduce to us a very wonderful friendly bacteria called lactobacilli. Okay, it's spelled, I'll probably read it on the screen, LACTOBACILLI. So I mean, normally I used to pronounce it as lactobacilli. Okay, but when I checked the pronunciation on Google, it was the BA was BUH. So I mean, nothing concerning English, but I just want to put it out there. Now this lactobacilli is bacilli. So this lactobacilli is part of the normal vaginal flora. Okay, it helps to prevent the growth of harmful bacteria in the vagina. It also converts glucose to lactic acid. When the pH of the vagina is not within the right range, that means something is probably disrupting the growth or affecting this lactobacilli. Harmful types of bacteria can begin to proliferate, leading to vaginal infections like bacterial vaginosis and the likes. Okay, so the acidic your vagina is, the better. Is that clear? So don't let someone fool you. Don't let someone sell some sort of rubbish to you, claiming that it's going to clean your vagina, that is going to perform some sort of magic that will make your vaginal discharge stop bleaching your pants. I mean, what is that? So now we're going to talk about the things to do in order to prevent your vaginal discharge, knowing that it's acidic and it's most likely to bleach your underwears. Things to do to prevent that from happening to you. Okay, if you're someone that invests so much in expensive underwear, I know it can be really hurting to buy this very expensive underwear and then the next day you are seeing that your vaginal discharge has bleached your pants. I know it can be really heartbreaking. Now, so we'll be talking about things to do and not to do in order to reduce the rate at which this happens to you. There is nothing you can do to prevent your vaginal discharge. I mean, you shouldn't even try to, but there are things you can incorporate into your laundry routine to reduce the rate at which your vaginal discharge bleaches your underwear. So the first thing I suggest is washing your pants with soap and detergents and water the moment you remove them. This is going to prevent your vaginal discharge from setting on the pants, because this oxidation occurs when it's exposed to air. So if you remove your pants and then just drop it without washing it immediately, oxidation is going to occur due to the exposure of this vaginal discharge to air. So what happens is, maybe before you have your bath, or I don't know what your routine is, the moment you remove your pants, please just wash it immediately with soap and water. And let's just say you don't want to wash it immediately. What I advise you to do is soak it in cold water with detergents or any form of soap you use during your laundries. Okay, these things are going to help prevent that vaginal fluid from setting on that fabric, interacting with it, and therefore bleaching your pants. The next thing I suggest is wearing a pants liner. This is what a pants liner looks like. If you do not know, I told this one carelessly, so that's why I have to use a neat nylon or plastic bag to tie it. So this is what a pants liner looks like if you don't know. So the next thing you do is to do what? Wear a pants liner. Okay, so what this pants liner does is it serves as a barrier between your vulva and your panties. So it's just lying in between your underwear, preventing the vaginal discharge from dropping directly on your underwear. So let me just show you guys how you put a pant liner. I mean, I assume you guys already know, but let me just show you guys. So this is an underwear, and of course this is crotch region of your pants. Now this is your pants liner or panty liner. You know, just set it right here. Okay, so that when the vaginal discharge drops, it drops directly on this on this pant liner and then not on your underwear. So this is going to prevent this discoloration or this bleaching effect of your vaginal discharge. Wearing a pants liner is a great idea, a good idea, especially if you are someone who invests so much on underwears or pants. People that actually spend a good amount of money on that. But the problem is, are you going to wear pant liner till the end of your life? Like, how long? Because this vaginal discharge is something that happens every day. So are you going to keep wearing pant liner every day? And of course, you know that pant liner can also cause contact dermatitis. It's not, I don't even advise you to wear it every day, but I advise to wear it days when there is like this increased production of vaginal discharge, like your ovulation discharge can be like really messy. So just because you don't want to feel some kind of weird wetness down there, you can just use a pants liner. Okay, but honestly speaking, it's a suggestion, but I don't advise you to use it every day. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to suggest for you to see, I just will say this pant liner in this recession, no problem. So the last thing I suggest you do is, if you are, I keep saying, because I know someone that invests so much in underwear. I know someone that I mean, all on them they go to Victoria's Secret, and it's not cheap. So if you buy something that is that expensive, and at the end of the day, just one wear and your vaginal discharge is already bleaching the crotch region of that underwear, yeah, I know you are going to feel bad. So what I advise is a very funny suggestion, but if you are someone who is good when it comes to tie-dye, you can see that vaginal discharge is already doing automatical. What is automatical? You can see that your vaginal discharge is already doing automatic tie-dye, whatever, on your pants. You can, if you are really good when it comes to tie-dye, you can just bleach the entire pant, not like bleach the entire pants, but do some some sort of tie-dye design on the whole thing, so that it still looks presentable. You don't feel embarrassed about it and all. I mean, people sell, I've seen a couple of tie-dye design pants in the market. It's something people wear. So if you are really good when it comes to this whole tie-dye, whatever, you can just go ahead and dye the entire thing instead of crying over an expensive set of new underwear that you've bought once and then your vaginal discharge has messed it up. Okay, so the essence of this video is, don't let anybody sell some sort of rubbish to you. Don't let someone make you feel embarrassed. And my business here is just to share to you guys and explain to you why these things happened and how it's normal for your vaginal discharge to be able to bleach your underwear. Okay, so if you've learned something from this video, if you enjoy watching this video, please don't make this video your last. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification, like this video, leave a wonderful comment or your experiences. Also share this video to your friends, as it helps YouTube to promote this video so that it will reach other young ladies and also educate them. Okay, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Before then, do what? Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and make good choices. Okay, bye.